Are you a student, a part of a minority on campus? Do you feel that the University of Kentucky can do a better job of representing all cultures on campus? If you want to take a stand and provide input, you should start by stepping into Memorial Hall's foyer. In an article in the Journal of Blacks in Higher Education, the author described the depiction of African Americans through art from the 18th and 19th centuries. Carter G. Woodson states that the American Negro was viewed as vacuous, animalistic, subhuman, and sterile. Typically, blacks were shown as slaves, banjo-playing minstrels, or idle watermelon eaters. This representation of extremely racist stereotypes seems to be an antiquated way of portraying African Americans and a perspective that ended in the past. However, this portrayal of African Americans is very real and very present right before our eyes. The racist image present in Anno Hanlon's fresco reminds students of the African American experience of the past and keeps an outdated and inappropriate image alive in one of the University of Kentucky's most famous buildings. Anno Hanlon's fresco that appears in Memorial Hall's entrance was supposed to portray Kentucky's history and the progression it has made, but its portrayal of African American slaves seems to do the exact opposite. The fresco has paintings of all white settlers, pilgrims, families, and trains, yet at its focus is a group of slaves picking vegetables in a field. As expected, the fresco has become a controversial topic among University of Kentucky staff and students battling over preserving the famous fresco or covering it up. Even though this issue seems very black and white, its lines are blurred by the fresco's significance and current state. As a result of it being painted onto the wall, the fresco's removal could be dangerous to the preservation of the building and the fresco. This predicament has left UK debating the fresco's fate and has finally come to the conclusion of uncovering the fresco. According to the article debated in Memorial Hall mural uncovered, President Eli Capilouto states, in addition to the existing mural, more content will be added to Memorial Hall that provides a larger narrative of our history, our aspirations, our shortcomings, and the progress we must still make. I propose that this content that President Capilouto refers to should be artwork added to the surrounding walls and within the lecture hall. These paintings can portray different aspects of Kentucky's history from the time the painting was created, and can also include African Americans that have made an impact at UK. This addition to the painting can include the rich history that the University of Kentucky has experienced since Anno Hanlon's painting. Artwork can portray influential African Americans and, in general, the impressive achievements that the UK has accomplished. According to the notable Kentucky African American database, famous African Americans that have been involved with the UK include Lyman T. Johnson, Rufus B. Atwood, Holloway Fields Jr., and Doris Y. Wilkinson. Lyman T. Johnson was a civil rights activist whose lawsuit integrated African Americans into UK. Rufus B. Atwood was also a civil rights activist who helped Lyman T. Johnson and became the first African American to receive the Sullivan Medallion from UK. Holloway Fields Jr. became the first African American student to graduate from UK. Doris Y. Wilkinson graduated from UK with the first class of African American students and also became the first female African American to have a full-time job at UK. These four individuals are just a few of the notable African Americans that shaped UK and made an impact for so many students after them. Their legacies can be included to inspire and represent the different cultures on campus by having their faces painted in Memorial Hall's entrance. Furthermore, their images can expand upon and rectify the image African Americans are given in Anno Hanlon's fresco. It is important to keep this fresco because it can provide an outlet to discussion and awareness on issues of the past. To choose to ignore an aspect of our history that is uncomfortable and dark does a disservice to all the African Americans of the past. But by discussing the pain they had to endure, allows us as students and members of society to reflect upon our treatment of all cultures. Furthermore, by adding artwork of the African Americans that changed UK can honor their efforts in laying the foundation of acceptance and equality for students today. These new pictures can better represent the experience as a UK student and can be a place to learn and grow as students and members of society. So if you feel you want to better include your culture into UK, stand up and propose possible images to be displayed in the entrance of Memorial Hall to better represent and exhibit University of Kentucky's acceptance and appreciation of all cultures and history.